everybody, welcome back to the channel for the inaugural first episode of Final Talk. I'm Chris Smith from Team Final Round. With me today, and my co-host for this awesome segment is Ryan Kogod from Team Let's Talk UVS. Ryan, thank you for joining me for this adventure we're going to have. What are your thoughts going into it so far? Like, I know we haven't started, but what is like your gist of it?
Well, first of all, I'm excited to do content with you because, first and foremost, when I first started playing the game, I used to watch you and Matt's videos all the time. And I was like, hey, let's bring it back. But you know what? Let me be in it. So
Hell
here
yeah.
we are.
Hell yeah. So the whole point of this thing is we're going to talk about different topics. We are going to kind of debate style it a bit. But not really get debatey, but we're going to talk about it, right? We have a 10-minute timer above me. We're going to try to take 10 minutes per topic and then move on. We're going to be stuff that's relevant to the community, relevant to us, relevant to the game at least. Mostly to the game. I don't know how much relevancy to us, but it's, whatever. But anywho.
Yeah.
Topic number one. Today was the banana rattle list for May. It depends who let me get the timer going here. It depends oh man, I gotta change that. It depends, like, what your thoughts are on it. Like, Ryan, go ahead. You
Okay.
start us
go
off.
first on this?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So first and foremost, I was a big TOT abuser
Okay.
from the very beginning, but I played very aggro, so I was a really big City Rampage turn 2, try to play 5 attacks and kill you on turn 2.
Yeah.
And then as City Rampage got errataed, I tried to make the deck work. Everybody did it with the 3 diff that form snaps momentum,
Yeah.
and it just felt clunky to me, so I didn't like it. Obviously, the deck was still really good, and everybody still played it, but I had so many reps on my version, and then trying to adjust to that version, I thought to myself, why not play something else that maybe is a little bit more me?
Yeah.
And that's where I swapped to Reiner 3 for, I was on the Reiner 3 train for Chicago.
Okay.
But anyways, back to the original point of the errata. So,
Yeah.
obviously, I think it's a little bit overkill.
Okay.
Overall, I think it's good. Obviously, it's the most represented character from the most recent regional. It top cutted very well. It did really well. It was in the finals. So, and it was just the deck that you had to problem solve for. It was like when you sat down and built your deck, it was like, can I build TOT? Can I defeat it?
Yeah.
And if you didn't have a good win rate, or at least a 50-50, there was no point in playing it, right?
True.
So I agree with it, but on the flip side of the coin, I just think it all shifts to the Reiner train. So I think that Reiner should have been adjusted as well, just as a little bit of foreshadowing. I was in the Let's Talk Discord today. There was a bunch of going back and forth, stuff about like play testing, or like the people at UVS play testing and doing stuff like that, and just don't know what their sample size was, or if they don't think it's a problem. But I just think looking forward, it's just going to shift to that, because that deck is just as oppressive, if not even more. Going first, getting the Exodia to overcome that is extremely difficult.
Sure.
So obviously it can brick, right? It does play a hodgepodge of purple, blue, green cards, right? Yeah. So you can just sit there and brick, but when it goes, it goes.
Sure.
So I think good TOT touch, maybe a little bit too much. Maybe they didn't have to do that. You have to do the check part. That's okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think we missed the next segment, which is going to be Reiner.
Yeah. To interject into your 5 or so minutes. So first, we have to. The errata was first form. You get to play a thing. We still have to make a check. I think that's fine. I do think that it kind of. He's still good, but he's not oppressive, right? Like.
Yeah.
I mean, long gone are the days of, well, I'm going to snap momentum and then just play the city rampage, right? Because it's first form,
Yeah.
so you can't. So I still think that you get to play like your best attack, your best setup attack, right? Like basically, he just says first form, you get 3 power tokens, flip their best 2 diff
Yeah.
every turn.
And pardon my interruption here
Yeah,
to challenge you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who's better right now? Right now.
Yeah.
Post errata, TOT, Angie.
TOT because he's a 7-hander technically. So
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
the gap has
Yeah, the gap's closed. The gap is
the
closed.
gap is
Yeah.
closed.
Yeah.
Right. You
Yeah.
could personal preference
Yeah.
take that a different way
Sure.
or symbol change a little bit.
Yes,
right.
you can. Yeah.
But I think that's where the character should have been originally.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Where
sure.
before it was like, it was a mountain. There was a
Yeah,
mountain. I mean, Angie
yeah.
good. Angie's still good, but like TOT
Yeah.
was just so
Like,
free, right?
So with like the banner, the errata to TOT today, I thought other things were also going. I was surprised. I wasn't surprised at that. I thought that was 100% given. Like he was going to get touched
Yeah.
no matter what. Like you said,
Mhm.
most represented character. He was blowing up LCs left and right. Like it was just the data was there, as they would say.
Mhm.
And I'm surprised. Like I have a massive hatred for Massive Mutant Machine. I think it's too
Mhm.
easy to get that card into play. I think that
Mhm.
card needs to have unique on it. I also or ban it, whatever, do whatever. I think it's just too I know, so whatever. 7 diff, non-block. Okay, sure, bud. Yeah, no one in the right mind has ever really played that unless they had no other options. You know, it's
Right.
always for free. In the Pumat Souls
Yeah.
deck, you can play it on turn 2, and then you just kill your rival. I didn't think anything was going to happen with Reiner. I thought if anything is going to happen to Reiner, it would happen after Vegas.
Sure.
I don't know what you do to the deck without killing it completely, but again, like his moves don't have a lot of speed. You could still block his moves. You just can't tank his moves like how everyone's used to
Right.
doing, right? So you could. Hey man, I still think Rodan is still really good in this format, and even with Titan of Terror being knocked down a peg, I think the gap between him and him is he's gone up a bit because he can block well.
Sure.
He doesn't need his foundations face up to block.
Yeah.
He kind of needs a few of them right
To
side
kill, maybe?
to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. But like with the new 4 diffs out of out of Reina Kaiju, like he could still murder people. Like Frenzy Dive has powerful 2 on it.
Right.
We can whittle people down. But I do think that I was surprised of the amount of text in the paragraph, not what
Yeah.
got. And like I thought more things were going to get touched instead of, granted they hit the big boogeyman in the room, and like I always say, the ban list.
Did you think more cards in general were going to get touched?
Yeah,
or
I
is it
thought so.
just character?
I know.
Okay,
I thought
okay.
cards. I
Yeah.
thought cards were going to get touched. I thought
Yeah,
other cards
yeah,
were going
me
to get
too.
hit. To be honest, but I don't work for the company, man. So, and I like to say the ban list is just the roadmap for the community to complain about the next thing. And people have started complaining about Reiner already. So
Yeah.
whatever, man.
That's
you know?
me. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, dude. It's like I guess if that's the perennial boogeyman, like I guess like. I don't know. I think Shin Godzilla has a good matchup into him because Shin Godzilla is going to keep him on 2 or 1 foundations the entire game.
He does. I played his shit in Swiss. It
Yeah.
doesn't need it.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Sure.
Actually,
Yeah.
the card I thought that they were going to ban to adjust Reiner,
Yeah.
I actually thought Thunder Spear Barrage was going to get it.
Oh, no way, dude. That's the only way they can
I
say
thought
AOT 3-packs,
that's
man.
easy. But that's so easy. That's so
yeah.
easy.
Actually,
way to knock
I
him down a
think-
little bit.
I got one even better for you, but they won't do it because it's a promo.
They're not going to touch Bloodsucking Universe.
No,
You're gonna
no,
go with
it's
that. Oh,
United
okay.
Front. United Front.
Okay.
You
yeah,
hit that?
United Front. Yeah.
His consistency on his kill turns go down because he didn't get to pick up the attack and confirm his next 2 checks, right?
Right.
To quote a teammate of mine. Like you can act. I thought like you could, like you. There's a world, but I think they're gonna wait to hit other things because they want to see how the format shakes out after the first wave of erratas. Like
Mhm.
will the Moth? Like I thought Genkai's guidance was gonna go because the Mothra decks. I thought I thought because they got nothing touched that deck. So
Right.
like. And there's still the people who are like, oh, Walk the Dog needs to be banned because I can't buy it. And, it's just like whatever, man. It's just, it has less than 6. It has like 9 months left, man. Let it go. Just as Elsa would say, just let it go, man. Just let it go. But
Hey, Walk the Dog might be top 5 best modern UniVersus card there is.
I
It's so good.
would say maybe one of the top 5 cards of all time in the
Okay,
game.
I'm not the old head like
I know,
you, so
I know.
I don't have the clout to
Oh, I don't have the
claim
clout
that.
either. I've just
So
played longer. That's
no,
all.
you do.
But
You
I
got
would
the experience.
I would say that it's probably a top 5 attack of all time. To be honest,
Yeah.
like it's unbelievably pound for pound one of the best attacks ever. But that we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Bannon and Rattleless. But anywho, but yeah, like with the closing seconds of this topic, I do think that it was needed. It was warranted. And I'm glad to see that they moved on it, like the first chance they got. So that's what I'm happy about.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we'll touch back on it. I think over the little.
Oh yeah, well yeah, we got 5. I forgot to also say we have 5 topics tonight. So and yeah, so as the timer counts down, we are going to waste all 10 minutes on every topic. So maybe just depends how far we go. But no, like we do have we're trying to hit a plethora of stuff in the community. So as this one winds down, and then I have to reset the timer. The next topic will be decks. You heard me, guys. I said decks, not the other word. Get your guy out of the gutter. Are we going for Slim 60? Are we going big decks? That could be anywhere from like 65 to I don't know how much Poor Rat was playing. Was he playing like 100? I know Carson Panos plays 100.
I think
cards.
It was 80. I think it was close to it was
closer to 80.
80s.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna restart the timer here after I just booted it up again. Timer, boom, 5 minutes, go. So I'm gonna start off on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I am a perennial non-60 guy. I have always played 63 to 66 because options, I guess. I guess I'm the options guy. Do we really sacrifice consistency by cutting things to make our deck smaller, where we can consistently play other cards and other options and see more options over a game?
Yeah.
Maybe. I think so.
Yeah.
I like to think the math works out. I'm really bad at math, but I think having my All Might 3 deck, it had a plethora of things to do. It had
How many cards was that?
That was 64 or 65.
Okay.
It had obviously attacks. You got to fit attacks. You got to fit the action. I think like you're easier to fit the Slim 60 if you're not playing a bunch of blue and green cards, right? Like.
Right.
All my deck played 4 Capture Evildoers, so like I had obviously that there was with the 4 that bumped me up from 62 or whatever. Like your tech pieces, like my throw hate. Some people don't like to board that stuff. Some people like to play that stuff main board,
Right.
and they want to play all their defense main board, and then when so they're ready. If because they're there to play the ebb and flow of the game, not like my partner here who just wants to scream at you on turn 2 and kill you every time, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's the way you could play the game too. Everyone plays the game differently. That's an aggro player. A lot of mid-range people will play a bigger deck because they're there for the long haul, and they're like, well, I want to be prepared for this guy, and this guy. When a Slim 60, in my opinion, has an easier time of being disrupted because it's so narrow focused. And on what it wants to do, like it's very narrow. Like it wants to do the one thing, it's gonna do the one thing really well. Like Akuma in Retro, it's going to kill you with playing a bunch of face downs, and it's gonna stun you, and it's gonna murder you. It does that
that's my Retro deck. No.
I know. That's why I brought it up. And it was on Jet Set. It was on Jet Set Retro this morning as well. Because that man dies of Taki, but whatever. We're not gonna talk about that. But anywho, like what those decks are able to do are like laser focused. When like a deck like my All Might deck or like my Rodan deck has a bunch of different options, and I can be like, well, if I have this matchup, I can make sure to see these cards. But the issue is, which I know my partner is going to say, is that a bigger deck means you're not going to see them as often because you're gonna have to find a way to draw them. So go ahead, Ryan. Your counterpoint.
Okay, my counterpoint is I agree with you. It's all depending on the deck design.
Yeah.
Like, I also traditionally don't play Tight 60, but every time I play Tight 60, I do the best.
Yeah.
Like, my World Godzilla deck.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, yeah.
My younger Togoro deck from 2 years ago that I couldn't lose, and I missed my flight got canceled to Las Vegas. that I would have done really well at. I know at
Yeah.
that was also a tight 60.
Yeah.
So, but also they had a targeted game plan, right? Obviously, the Godzilla deck's easy. It's Sea City Rampage, play every card in your hand, hope they die, and then maybe you can block one or two things on the backswing if you hold two cards, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the whole. And then as soon as it gets sketchy and you don't draw enough attacks to kill him, you blow up the board, and you just sit there and you do that all day. That's the identity of the whole deck, right? Whereas like Rodan, where me and you also played that deck for a really long time, that deck is completely different because one, you're removing cards, so obviously you need to compensate that for deck size. Two, you're a 7-hander, and three, the deck draws a million cards.
Yes, it does.
So on top of that, you can get away without being that tight 60 because you're gonna eventually see your pieces.
Yeah.
But like I have a hard time building decks that don't have that really focused game plan, and that's where like I'll go ahead and say it. Like this weekend, I'm playing a Bridget deck. That's what I'm playing.
Ooh! I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I love Bridget. She's so cool.
So I'm playing Bridget at the LC for this weekend. I'll go ahead and say it. Whatever.
Yeah.
And that deck was really hard for me to find like this balance of I want it to be tight 60 because I want to kill you on turn 2.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I need a couple extra cards to be able to live.
Sure.
So like I have like this conflict. So I think right now the deck is like 64, 65 cards, but in my brain it's like this needs to be tight 60.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to get there.
Sure.
Another point is Team Hero 15 solves all these problems.
Oh, yes it does. Yes. It does.
So if you see that card, you're okay, right?
Yeah.
Because
always.
Like, okay,
I'm
gonna build whatever I need right now, right? If I need to kill you, if I need to live, I got the answer.
Yeah.
So that if you're on the air and water symbol, or the Team Hero 15.
Oh, air and good.
Air and good. Yeah, if you're on those, you can keep that in your bag. You're just playing some amount of those in those decks, right? No matter what character you are, what hand size, that card just says build anything you want. So if you have that card at your disposal, obviously it's going to be good or any sort of free building stuff. But in general, I would like to say that, in my opinion, a tight 60 is generally going to be the most consistent, and you're going to know it inside and out if you play test it.
Yeah.
Anything more than anything, obviously, like a couple cards doesn't matter. But once you get that extra 10 cards, 70 or plus, you sit down in your play, you're going to get that variant. You're going to start seeing some variants.
Correct.
Where it's like, oh man, if I just had a high block, or oh man, if I just had this attack, right? So it's just like you get that little bit of that.
Yeah.
That's the game we play. That's just part of it. So.
That was me in Chicago. I wish if I would have drawn Ice Sword Execution, I would have won 3 other games, no doubt. Yeah. Sometimes it just happens, right? Like you just because we're making a check. We're seeing so many cards per turn, like playing, drawing, checking. Like it's sometimes you need to have that extra buffer for the bigger decks. But again, like in a Slim 60, like you may check your. Oh my God, my light went out. Oh no, my side light. The Slim 60 may check 2 of their answers or their kill cards because they're maybe like, or whatever, like they're one card they want to see, and they're not going to see it until cycle, right? Like,
right.
That's just like you said, the game we play, the RNG, and it's like you can like the community will go back and forth on this, like a lot of the new heads, the new the new VS players, where man. Slim 60 is the only way to go. I don't know why anyone goes like, why are we playing more cards than we need to? That's also very fair. Like, if you're an aggro deck, you want to be able to build 4 to 5 on turn 1. Take Tokiyami, for instance, back in the day. Like, you built 5, 6. I mean, Chaos had the greatest zeros of all time, so 7.
Tokiyami also had mill on face, so that was the hard part.
Yeah, that was also mill on face, part. Correct, yes. And he could actually get something back from his discard pile, too, right? Like, right. So, like, he could mill his grease the wheels type card and get it back and then, go to the races or whatever. Like, that was a deck that I know that people fluctuated between 60 to 70, back down to 65 because they were trying to find the right balance, and then I want to say not the decks that won. I actually have no idea if this is correct or not. So this is where I wish we had a Tony Reale in the version of Tim Keefe telling us if we were right or wrong. Because I know he won an event with Tokiyami. And then like Barrett won Nationals with Tokiyami, and
Yeah.
other people won other events. I want to know how different those decks were. Like, were they
Right.
all just slim 60? Were they all 65? Or or whatever. Because I know Tim's an options guy, and I know Barrett's more of a I'm gonna kill you. I want all my best pieces in my hand as fast as possible. It's just. I guess it all depends on what the player wants, right? Like, what are you looking like? Are you a Rodan? Or are you an Armored All Might? Because we're gonna play Slim 60 and Armored All Might, right? Because that's just the way it's gonna be, and because we're gonna draw a million cards with that guy. Anywho,
beat people down.
I know it's gonna be great. Oh man, I can't wait till we get to do this with Armored All Might. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so much glazing on All Might.
Quick side note on All Might, they had no business giving that character Earth. Like, who
I know,
sat down was like, we're
fantastic.
gonna give him Earth.
We love it.
It's like, give him anything else, but golly.
I'm down. Dude, I'm down, dude. I'm down to play Armored All Might off of Earth and play all the good stuff. Anywho.
Shout out J. Kogod, Earth's back, baby.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. But, the more cards you see in a turn, normally, I like to translate the more cards you see into a possible win. It's not going to say you're going to win, but you have more options at your disposal for your win. So that's why I'm a big deck guy, because I like playing more options. So yes, that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to throw my newspaper at the screen if I had one. As we wind down this topic, next, this one's near and dear to Ryan's heart. So again, This is Titan of Terror versus pre-errata younger Toguro. So as we wait for we'll reset the timer on this guy here, and we will go into it. So Ryan was a known younger Toguro terrorist. He terrorized everybody in the northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin area. Hey man, I get it. I played the guy too, and he was nuts. Like, that character was crazy. And then, so why don't you lead off this guy? You tell us the.
Okay, because I think because this is 2 years. This is 2 years
of design.
The same situation.
Yeah.
Character comes out first set of the year. One character is dominant over it all. It top cuts an event. Boom, it gets errated, right?
Yeah.
So my question that I pose to you is, who's better? If you put pre-errata, I mean, we could play this, but if you set against young pre-errata younger Toguro versus pre-errata TOT, who's better? And obviously the formats are completely different.
Oh sure,
but, I mean, it's I think it would be 50-50. I think it would be really, really close. Other than the fact, because one, younger Togoro's building.
Are they using the same card pool?
No. I'm gonna say time, frozen in time. Younger Toguro.
Okay.
So Yu Yu Hakusho is the most recent set.
I would say Titan of Terror would probably beat the shit out of it.
You think so? Yeah, just because they're gonna block.
Attunement. Yeah, I think attunement's a big deal. Yeah, I do. But go ahead, finish your. Sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
No, but I was just saying, but they were just two two powerhouses. Yeah. Came out first set of the year, stacked, whatever. Both did well. Both got errata.
Yeah.
And I mean, I played both. Both of them did pretty well. And it's just in my brain, I wanted to challenge you. Who do you think would do better? And it's younger Toguro builds them a foundation, right? Yeah. And then builds you a foundation. And I think, well, that sucks, because then TOT's just gonna build me. But I think I don't know, if the younger Toguro draws two, not Blue Flame Torment, the card that got banned. The 4
Twisting Azure Inferno?
Yeah, yes,
okay, so
yes.
We're playing with that card still? Okay.
It was legal. It was legal.
That might actually be the equalizer there, because if you think
with
about
Mob Strike, and on top of that,
if you take younger Togoro's damage pump as a power token, you kind of meet it with the power tokens, right? They're kind of similar, damage pump, power tokens. That's how he gets power tokens. I still think, I don't know, man.
I think younger Toguro could shoot through 28.
I think he could too, because younger Toguro was 32. He was 32 health. Yeah, that's a big deal. 4 extra health. I think it all really depends on. Actually, I think I don't know, man. I actually think you're correct, and I think Younger
I mean,
Toguro
because
probably
the younger
smokes
girl
him,
also
right?
draws a million
Million
cards
cards,
on top
yeah,
of a
like
million cards on top of
yeah,
that, so it's gonna see it. It's gonna see it.
and TOT doesn't defend very well. Like
No,
that's
it's
like
probably
the
blocking
it's blocking
one
one and
thing.
tanking the rest. So, but the thing is, Younger Toguro is just gonna just mop strike the cards out of your hand and then blow you up, right? Like,
Yeah,
and he gets to build one. They build one. Like that's crazy thinking about that. Like I think you're probably like if man like you said, frozen in time with Twisting Azure Inferno, Mop Strike, like what is it? Played Battle Order release? No, we're on Battle Order release. We
yeah,
played
battle
that
war
too.
release. Yep,
Like we played all
yeah.
the Death Good ones, man.
You played
You know,
all of them.
like and it still had defense, right? Like it could play Invincible Body. It could
Yeah,
play Weapon Clash. It could play
yep.
cards like that, right? And it could
hmm
defend and it can damage soak. And I think like in a
And it played Showdown.
it did play
So,
Showdown, yeah. So my thought is this. Okay, I'm gonna give you two answers here, and
uh-huh.
people at home aren't gonna like it. So I think turns 2 through 4, I think 2 and 3, Younger Toguro dominate. But if it gets past turn 3, Titan of Terror kills
Yeah,
him.
I think you're right. I think it's over.
I just think
If it
Titan of
somehow
Terror
gets
is a
that far.
slower deck, like because we're playing with a ratted City Rampage, right? Like if we were talking about unerratted City
No, no,
Rampage.
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no. We're talking full boat here.
oh, okay then. So if we're talking
Yeah.
unerratted
So
City Rampage, this is weird.
Unwanted City Rampage.
Okay, this is odd because I still think Younger Toguro takes it because I still think unless because Younger Toguro could fix his hand with Mop Strike, and he has just way more attacks that draw cards outside of needing foundations to draw cards or hit his big damage pump with Frog or whatnot, right? Like
Yeah.
I think I think if they fought 100 times, it'd be I think 60-40. I'd say
Yeah.
I'd say
Or 55. Like
yeah, something
45.
really close.
I think
Really
it's,
close.
It's really, really
I think
close.
it's super close because there were the hands that Titan and Terror can just blow you up on two. Like if they hit, City Rampage, Hunter's Ally with Frog, and then it doesn't matter what else, like it doesn't matter what else. Like they have 4 more attacks, you die. But Younger Toguro could just churn out attacks and clear progressive and all that stuff. You know what's funny? Younger Togoro's playable now, and no one plays him. So
Yeah. Yeah. It's still it's tough. It's tough.
hmm
But man, I miss that character.
Oh, I mean, I get it. Like everyone has their favorites, right? Like it's just kind of funny that I think like the parallels that you talk about how it's the first set of the year, super represented, and they do something to it, right? Like I think that I don't know. It telltales like someone in design likes these guys, man, and I'm cool with it. Everyone has their favorites, dude.
I'm
Kirishima.
for 6-hander aggro. That's
Hey man,
all me,
Kirishima
so.
was broken for like the longest time before they did anything, right? Like so, people have their favorites. I am interested to see, like, but I think if we want to flip the script and go post errata Titan of Terror, post errata Younger,
Mhm.
I still think I still think it might. Oh man, I think Titan of Terror beats it, but I don't think it's as
That
dominating.
one comes
as
down the card pool. That one comes down the card pool.
Yeah, I think so too. I do too.
Because if it's like because if it's modern card pool where Younger Toguro has access to all the, attune cards.
Oh yes.
I think it's really good.
Yeah.
But I mean, on the flip side of the coin, I mean, like, Prehensile Tail is a hell of a card.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Oh man, I missed that
like-
card. That card was sick, dude.
I know,
That card
I know.
was crazy, man.
That card was so insane.
Oh man, like thinking about all the old MHA stuff, like that's why we play retro, man. We could play all this again,
I know, but there's even better cards than that. Though,
I know,
so,
I know. That's what's wild. Yeah, because man, like pre-errata Younger Toguro had access to Chivalrous Competitor, his one diff. Well, that was on all. So, but you played his one diff that if you each had 6, you drew a card. You had Battle Order release. You had Mop Strike. God, that deck drew so many cards, man.
Yep.
Like, it's crazy. But like Titan of Terror can also play like Queen, and it has City Rampage, and man, it's really. It's really interesting. I think that deck I think it may come down to if Titan of Terror draws the hot one early
Yeah,
enough.
it has to draw. I think it has to draw 4 attacks.
Yeah.
To even to get there.
Yeah, and because I do think Younger Toguro gets to play better defense just because of his symbols, right? By the luxury of his symbols, because what it was all evil death, right?
Death. Yep.
Yeah, and death had great defense. All had some because we were still playing with MHA 2 through.
Oh, everything.
It was everything, wasn't it?
No.
No, MHA 1 had just rotated.
No, yes.
Yeah, MHA 1 just rotated. So yeah, we did have some. We had like Showdown, which was huge. Like that guy, like you couldn't play high attacks into him, right? Because it was illegal. Because you just get Showdown blocked, and then he'd clear it with forcing surrender, and then maybe do it again if you try to attack again, right? Like it's just that guy was nuts. And Invincible Bodies are great. Still played today, right? Like Invincible Body is one of like the best cards in his kit. I think I've seen a lot of 80% power going around. I don't know if you played that in your version.
Right here, I pulled my list up. You ready for this?
Okay, go for it. Yeah, you pulled your list up. Oh my god!
Yeah,
in the closing seconds of this, we got it.
All right.
Yeah.
2 Traceeye, 2 Jawjammer,
Traceeye,
3 Vile Seizing, 3 Twisting Azure Inferno. It should be 4.
Yeah.
4 Battle Aura, 4 Mop Strike, 1 True 100, and then my spice was 3 Falling Heel Strike to unflip Prehensile Tail or unflip card draw.
Yeah.
And that's how that's.
Oh, I forgot he had trace eyes. Oh boy, like that that attack lineup just screams I kill you so fast. They're all like 4 diffs. They're great.
I know.
They're great. And Titan of Terror play all 5 diffs, so he can't reliably kill you 1-2. So I actually think the edge does go to pre-errata Younger Toguro. Let us know in the comments below for all of this. Who won? If you think there's a winner, if you think there's a winner of the argument, it doesn't really matter. We're just here shooting the shit and hanging out and talking about topics. So
give us the percentage: 70-30, 50-50.
Yeah, let us know. I think it's a 60-40 with Younger Toguro. I really do.
I think it's right there.
Cool. Next topic. Concede or play it out? Let's get into it. So I've had the luxury of playing a lot of games for a long time. Like I've been playing the game forever. Like I'm an old man. There's always been this underlying thought in my brain, like that as I've gotten as older as a player, I've thought, well, if I know the game is lost, or I have to draw this one answer within this amount of time and I don't see it, do I just play it out and try to get there? Or should I just concede, side, and go again? Like, I personally have done I think it also shows growth as a player to be like, well, I'm not going to waste our time trying to fight back in this game. I don't want to go to a draw if we have a game 3. I want to be able to try to win game 3. I'm going to concede game 1 once I know I am dead to rights out of the game, and then move on to game 2. Is that correct? Is that sportsmanlike enough? I don't like. It does save a lot of mental energy. Like you don't like. There's a big difference of you're in the tank and you know your deck's gonna win within X amount of turns, and you're like I have the win set up eventually, or if I draw this one card or whatnot. But I do think that there is some school of thought that said, man, if you know your beat and there's like 40 minutes left, why are you wasting 20 more minutes to try to win a game that if you lose it, you only have 20 minutes to win games 2 and 3, and your deck can't win in 20, you're screwed, right? Like,
right.
What do you think?
Okay. Here it is. Ryan Kogod's tip to play UniVersus. Number 1, wear a watch. Keep track of time.
Yeah.
Always make sure it's correct, and always just before the round starts, just know where you're at. Now, obviously, there's no correct answer here. Hindsight's 20/20, so no matter what, you're always going to look back and say, "Oh, should have did this, should have did that, should have conceded, should have did this." But the hardest part of this game is recognizing that point of the game is, am I in the bin, or can I pull this out?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And you have to. I mean, you have to do a lot of math. You got to look at your discard pile, look at their discard pile, kind of see how many attacks are left, and then kind of go from there, right? And then also how much time is left, and what style of deck are you playing. If you're playing Mothra, and you're down 0-1 and there's 20 minutes left, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you how to do that. I couldn't tell you what to do.
Yeah.
You know, at that point, you might as well just stay in and try to go for the tie.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna concede and go in the game, you know, it's or not 0-1, but just like it's game 1, 40 minutes left, and you're on and you're like behind. But I think the hardest part of this game is recognizing that situation and to actually concede and to do that, right? I think it's sportsmanship wise, take that all out. Who cares? And probably your opponent's probably just happy that they won, you know. Whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, so they're probably not gonna be taken back by that. The other thing you gotta think about is like if time is running low and your opponent's got you and they're not slow playing you, but you've been in situations, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like it's close.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he's taking a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Have it in my hand. Like it's like I have.
And he's trying not to let you. And they're not trying to let you have it. Like they're not trying to not let you have a turn, but they know if it goes back to your turn, you're probably killing them, and they're trying to take as long as possible. Yeah.
This happened to me actually at the regional round 1. I had it in my hand. Like if it comes back to me with 1 second left and I just get a turn, it is over.
Yeah.
But he's taking all of his time thinking over, and it's like really close. But it's like, when do you call it? That should be the other question. When to call the judge, right?
Oh yeah, true. True. Yes.
But like at the same time, like you got to be able to recognize how much time is left, what can your deck do, and also like, are you going for the win or are you going for the tie?
Sure.
Those are two different situations.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Like, there's been instances where it's game 2, and I'm down a game, and my rival went second, and I know that there's like less than 3 minutes left, and I'm just gonna tell him, it's like, I need you to play as fast as possible, within reason. I'm not trying to make you go fast, but I need to get a turn because I want to be able. Like I've told people, like I want to be able to finish the game out because there was a good video by someone in the community, by Jet in the community. They did a video about identifying slow play in UniVersus and how to call it and what to see, and like, you know, sometimes people just forget that they're in a timed event, and it's just like, hey man, can I just get you to play? Can you just play a move or play an ability, because I want to be able to finish the game, because I don't want to go to a draw, because I want to be able to play the game, because I'm here to play the game and not get a draw or whatever, you know, like. But you could say it, you know, you don't have to be an asshole or a dick about it. You could just be like, hey man, can you just hurry up, please? Because I want to be able to play the game. And, you know, and most people are okay with it. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And then they just play a move or pass, you know. Like, that's the weird thing is when you get someone...
When you snap them out of it.
When you snap them out of it, and then they're just like, I pass. And it's like, what? Yeah. It's just like, what is going on? It's like, my brain broke. And it's like, I know, like, people aren't trying to viciously slow play on purpose. It's just an accidental thing that happens. People want to play perfect. We're never going to play perfect unless you're whoop. And, you know, like, it's just the way it goes. And it's just, but I do think like that the concede versus played out aspect of this conversation, it's like a growth thing as a player. Like once you recognize, like, either you need to just scoop it up and move on, or you're like, I don't know, man, there's 10 cards left in my deck, and two of my good attacks that I could possibly draw within like the next 3 enhances, because I have draw, you know, like there's a way I can get to them fast enough. Like maybe you're a Rodan, or maybe you have like 5 pieces of card draw on board. I don't know. Maybe you're Ryan and you play like 17 pieces of card draw. I don't know. And you just draw all these cards and you get them, right? Like, or like, you know, you find that sliver in the armor, and you're just like, I got it. Like, you can, sometimes that happens. Like, it's just, the stars align, and you're like, well, I'm glad I played it out because I saw this happen. And it was just like, because there's been times where people have like, they're like, man, I was going to concede, but then I saw that my rival messed up. Like, they did this really weird thing that I didn't expect.
That's where the question comes into place.
Yeah.
It's like, do you like anticipate them to mess up and you get like your in back?
Yeah.
Versus giving them the free win.
Correct.
So like that's where like the wheels got to turn.
Correct.
That, right.
And like that's where like it's very weird, because if that happens, it's just like, well, I don't know if I want to wait for my rival to mess up. Like if that's
Right.
like your one out, maybe you don't like wait for your rival to like mess up or whatnot. Because
Like how awful? Pardon the interruption.
you're
How
good.
awful would it be? How awful would it be if your opponent is playing a little bit slow and they play their third attack,
Hmm.
right? And it's like borderline lethal, and you just say, "Yep, I scoop," and then they show their hand and there's no other attacks.
Yeah, see, that's another thing too. Is like
And you're
yeah,
just like,
yeah,
"Oh, well,
yeah,
like what do I,
yeah,
in your brain you're like, I want to save as much time as possible.
yeah.
But then at that moment you're like, wait, I could have won the
You could
game.
have won the game because they weren't going to kill you. Yeah,
Yeah, they weren't going to
exactly.
kill you, right?
Yeah, like there's been times where I don't know if it's unsportsmanlike to mislead your rival, but like not mislead by like.
Oh, you want to talk about misleading? How about the time where you said that you had a low block and I made you Botan's coaching and you didn't have a
I
low
didn't
block?
say I had a low block. I fainted.
Well, you portrayed in your face.
I fainted like I had a low block. So like you could Jedi mind trick your rival into doing things. I've done this to Ryan at least 2 times, and I've done this to Travis once too. Sometimes it works. You can feint like something's like you're going to do something, and your rival pushes a button, and they weren't supposed to push that button, and it gives you an advantage because they pushed that said button. Ryan is talking about at the St. Louis Regional where he was throwing, I believe, a low attack or a high attack. I don't remember what zone. I didn't have neither, and I had the opposite zone, and I wasn't going to be able to block it, but I gave it -3 speed or whatever. I gave it minus speed, and then because I fainted like I was going to block it, and he pushed the Botan's coaching, and he gave me the partial. And I lived, and then I backswung him. I backswung him because of that. Now is that's not misleading? That's just playing to weird out.
No. That's
like,
good. I mean, that's just
like,
that's part. I think that's part of the game.
Correct. It's like a poker face, right? Saying like, well, I only have low blocks in hand, and you don't have any low blocks, but your rival thinks, like you're lying to your rival out loud, like you're saying things.
But
now,
that's like the moment. That's that
yeah,
moment right
yeah,
there where
yeah.
like if you were maybe a less experienced player, would you have conceded in that moment? Because right, you could have died.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you didn't,
like,
if
you didn't make me push the button
Yeah.
and you didn't have the poker face, like
Yeah.
you're just sitting there and you're just like, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Versus, you were actually leaned up and you're
Yeah.
pressing buttons, and I'm like,
Yeah.
he's got the low block. I gotta get it out of his hand. Yeah.
Like body language showing is like, I know we're going overtime on this one, but it's fine. Like body language, it's a huge thing too. Like in the game, right? Like you're leaning forward. That's a position of power. Like a lot of I watched a lot of like poker game, like Texas Hold'em theory, and like when people lean forward, that means like they have a strong hand. When they lean back, that doesn't mean they don't have a strong hand, or that the way their body moves, they position themselves means certain tells or whatnot. And it's very weird, and it's very funny to watch like it translate into our game where you can like at that like I did the same thing to Travis. Like I fainted like I was going to do something, and he pushed petty squabbles and put 2 attacks in my hand when I had no attacks in my hand, and I killed him for it. Right? Like I Jedi mind tricked him, and long story short, he won. He won. Then he went on to top 4. But like that was like the coolest thing ever. Like I've Jedi mind trick a few people, and like it's fun.
But bringing it back all back to the question, right? Is like. That's part of the growth of you playing the game is can you do that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because your average person is just going to concede.
Correct. Correct.
Like, and in their brain, that's the question. Is like what can you Jedi mind trick them? Can you find an out?
Yeah.
Or do you give up and go again?
Yeah.
Sure.
And that's and that's where you, as we finish this topic, as you as a player have to have confidence in yourself and your deck. And you have to make the read then and there, because it becomes a point of no return to where it's too late to concede and then go on to game 3, where it's like, okay, well, we're in game 1 and it's 40 minutes. I don't want to give my rival a 1-0 victory with 20 minutes left. All they have to do is sit there and play the game, right? Like,
right.
You have to figure out when that is. So.
Right.
All right, setting up the timer.
Also, one quick thing just to wrap it up.
Yeah, go for it.
Test with the timer. Always test with a timer.
Yes. We love this. We
So,
love that. We love
yeah,
that.
when you're TTS testing or even in person, locals obviously with the time and stuff, but especially for TTS,
Yeah.
start that timer so you
Yeah.
can learn from
Look
there.
at this man. What a perfect segue. Our final topic. Testing.
Oh yeah.
TTS versus paper. What a great segue, Ryan. I knew this was going to be a match made in heaven.
Yes.
So, why don't you start us off with this one?
Okay. So the question is, I don't know if it's what's better, TTS or paper, and this is another question where there's no perfect answer.
No.
But obviously, TTS gives you the most reps, and paper gives you the best feeling, in my
Correct.
opinion.
Yes.
TTS obviously is too perfect of a randomizer versus your shuffle, so your games are going to feel a little bit wonky at times. I
Yes.
feel versus the game in paper might feel a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, like for this weekend, all of my games on the Bridget have been on TTS, but then I'm gonna go to Game Universe on Friday and actually put it on paper when I have the cards and play a
Nice.
couple games through there.
Hell yeah.
And then I will, because if it all falls apart, it's just okay. Here comes Reiner 3. But
Yeah.
anyways, but it's, you know,
Always have a backup deck.
because I have the whole deck.
Yeah,
That deck's
yeah.
already ready to go.
Yeah.
But anyways, but like that it will totally feel different in my
Mm.
opinion versus
Mhm.
playing in person and playing on
Mhm.
TTS. TTS for the reps, paper to confirm. And also, I think on paper, you'll get a better idea of how the card feels or, you know, how often you're seeing it versus the TTS
Sure.
testing. So take your TTS testing with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
Because there's been times where I blow people out of the water on TTS. You know, I get everything I need. And then I play the same deck on paper, and it's like, okay, this is doing absolutely nothing.
This is booty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
and paper is king.
yeah.
And paper is king.
I totally agree with you on this one. This is good. This is a weird one because I hate TTS as an old man. Like as a I don't mind playing on it,
Mhm.
but I do think people take TTS testing lightly. Like even though like you're supposed to be testing for worlds or an event, and I still think there is a weird feeling, but it's like a weird thing about like, well, you're not really sitting across from your opponent. You're on Discord or you're on a call, and you're like, well, this means nothing, right? Like,
Mhm.
I guess testing in paper also means that too, but you could be testing at a local tournament where you have a pack per win, or you give away more Godzilla event packs, or or whatever, right? Like, I think TTS, like you said, for the reps is perfect because, like, if you just want to get down like your lines, like this is what I want to see this turn, this is what I want to see, this is what I do, this is what I do, this is what I do. If my rival does this, I can do that. The randomizer's too perfect. I hate it. I hate it.
Mhm.
It's too perfect. It does not. It does not clump the cards together like our foils clump together. Like,
Mhm.
it's no, hands down, it just doesn't. It does not allow for human error in paper shuffling, right? Because there's just the way we shuffle is not perfect. It just isn't.
Yeah.
And I just think that you shouldn't, like you said, don't put too much stock into it because when I play a teammate and they always check a supersonic flight on every one of their fucking moves, it doesn't happen in real life. So I know that for a fact. But like, it's just, yeah, and I think I'm right with you. Like the paper feel of the tactileness of the cards in your hand, how you feel in that moment in a shop. Like you could test on the computer in your home comfortably all day, but testing in a shop with a bunch of distractions, you know, like your locals or the counter selling snacks, or there's other Magic the Gathering or whatever going on, right? Like that's a distraction. That all that mental load, I guess, and you can kind of focus in on that at home, or you're just like on the game, right? Like unlike some content creators who also stream their games, blah 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 blah. That's not that's another side. That's a whole another aside. That's another pain in the ass that I have to deal with. But anywho, it's just easier to test for me in paper because I can focus more because I'm not doing a million other different things at the same time.
Right.
So, and I guess like it all depends on what your workload is. Like, are you just there to play the game? Are you there just to get your like? Because I also think there's another thing too. I think the way people test UniVersus is terrible because if you're just playing games, I think that's the worst way to test UniVersus. I think you actually have to put yourself in these situations where you're like, okay, well, my rival has a hand of 5 attacks. I have 3 cards. My board's half tapped out. How do I survive? Like,
Right.
you want to be able to you have to set up puzzles for yourself to figure out if your deck can get out of it. I think that's the best way to practice, like certain situations. Granted, it's not always going to happen, so that's why we just play games, because it's just easier to play the game and get our lines down than be like, well, I guess we'll audible, man, if stuff happens, right? Like, I think that's another thing too. Like, if you can, testing shows you how good you are on the fly of deviating off of your plan, right? Like, because everyone walks in with a good plan until they get punched in the face. So that's just,
And also, everybody goldfishes.
Correct.
Like, I mean, I'm terrible at this, but in between work meetings, I work from home. Yeah. I sit there and I play 2 turns of testing hands.
Hell yeah.
So,
yeah.
But that doesn't really help. That just helps me. Like, obviously it doesn't help you perfectly because you don't know what interaction they have, but at least you can just see how it flows. What the card draw is like or how your builds are looking. Yeah, sure. So that's how I do it. But like the other thing, what was I gonna say? Oh, if some genius out there, how chess has like get checkmate here, like in their puzzles.
Yeah.
Somebody should make UniVersus
how to win,
where it's like, here's their hand, here's the card pool. They have 1 attack in their hand, and here's your stage, and here's your hand. How do you survive?
I want to say, I don't know if Broberg did that way back in the day. Someone did that. I think it was either Broberg or Keefe came up with something like that. It was only done a couple times, but I want to say it was one of those guys, like one of those higher level players of the old heads that did something like that. And you got to figure out how to win from that position,
right,
or survive or whatever. But I think you're correct. Like that would, and again, it's not gonna happen in every game we play, but it does prepare you and it helps you critically think about certain situations, in the game. Like you said about goldfishing, I love goldfishing to see what my check ratios are, like how often I check a 3 or whatever, right? Like I love to see. Granted, we should know that by how many attacks are
obviously
divided by
like
the amount of cards in our
deck on the computer, right? But at the same time, it's like, you don't know until you sit there.
Yeah,
so
like it's not a perfect science. It's like you could say the math is good, right? You could say the math is perfect, but then again, you can also check 10 threes in a row on your first 2 turns and then lose because you don't have any attacks left in your deck. Happened to me round 3 in Chicago. But
did you concede?
No, because I'm an idiot. Because I'm a dummy. Yeah, I'm a dummy. Yeah.
See, that's one of those moments. It's like, hey, it's been 2 turns. I checked 14 attacks.
Yeah, I know, dude.
You should probably concede.
I still had all 4 ice swords in my deck, so I thought there was hope.
Okay.
I thought I could still do 40 on two.
You could still do it.
I could still do it. I never fault. Never. No, I'm not. Don't ever do what I do to kids. Yeah, don't. But no, like, I do think there is some disadvantages for paper testing though. You've noticed. You've been around since MHA1. Card thickness. You could totally tell when you were checking a Jetburn card. You could totally tell when you're checking a Yu Yu Hakusho card. You could totally tell when you're checking certain cards, and you know what's going to happen by the way you touch your deck, right? Like it's not like we're cheating. It's the fact of the matter is the card stock was never the same, and now the cards are more the same. So it's like. Like you can, back then it was like, oh man, I'm checking. Like if all your attacks were Jetburn attacks, you knew when you were checking an attack, right?
Yeah.
Like on average.
Number 10 Pro Hero felt so good.
Oh, whoops! I almost fell. Rip. Poor number 10 Pro Hero. Oh man, like it's just back. It was just sometimes I don't like as we close, like as this topic closes, there is no perfect way to test. You have to find out what's best for you, and you have to just work at it and give the other side a try, right? Like I was a staunch avid, no, I'm not playing on TTS, and now here I do now. Now it's just an easier way. You don't have to sleeve a deck. You can just load it in. That's the biggest thing about paper testing is having to sleeve a deck. Oh my god,
I know.
What's the worst? And then you're taking it apart, and then you're putting it back together, and it's just yeah. It's crazy. Anything else closing? For this topic?
No.
You're good? Okay. All right.
No, I'm okay.
All right, neat. All right, cool. Awesome. So now I can stop the timer. Whoop. Timer is going to be stopped. Before we end the episode, I do want to do a couple shout outs real quick. I want to this Saturday, May 9th, this coming as of recording, Boar's Hat Games is going to have an LC for round 2. Same promos, but the trading post has doubled our flight vouchers. So
Woo!
if we have 16 to 31 is top 2, 32 plus is top 4. The following weekend in Milwaukee, Brookfield? It's Brookfield. Brookfield, Wisconsin, Game Universe has their round 2 LC. Same thing. They are getting double vouchers from the trading post as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Jake let me know that. Yeah. He was like, yeah, we're doing the same thing for them too. Yeah. So
that's sick.
That's sick. And then the week after that, which is Memorial Day weekend, the Impact Gaming Center has their LC. I don't know anything about any extra travel vouchers or not, but I know that they're in talks. If they get round 3 and 4 LCs, is to make them 1Ks.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, also...
and that place is sick.
That place is super sick. Also, there's a retro event during Top Cuts at the Boar's Hat one. So, I don't know what we're doing for pricing yet, but there's going to be a retro event. Come face me. Okay.
I
don't know, man. I don't know. We sat next to each other almost the entire weekend in Chicago Retro. You were playing somebody else. We never got to play each other. Maybe this is the weekend. I
have an uphill battle for Shostaki.
Oh yeah, I know. Nah, it's not fit. I know. I was watching Jet's video and I was like, ooh, I have a good matchup into that. Ooh, I have a good. Yeah. But to be fair, he called Pataki a pet deck, and I'm like, that's fair. I'm the only person who plays her, so that's fine. Everyone just has to dodge me, and I'm okay with that. I was so close to top 80 in Chicago, but I had to come home from WrestleMania, so it's okay. But anywho, so this is the first episode. I think we're gonna do this like every other week, so we don't run out of, so we can accrue topics over like 2 weeks. I think that might be keep it fresh, stuff like that.
And maybe like big news as well.
Yeah, big news. Yeah. I'm cool with that. Yeah, if like I don't know, maybe we get like some spoilers or something for the My Hero decks or whatnot.
Who knows?
I would be down for that.
Maybe they could do a floor rules update and a power token doesn't count as a card on your stage.
Maybe. I don't know. I did say to Sketch today, I was like, well, I know. He's like, I want Worlds info. I was like, well, maybe I got it on my phone and it's in my pants pocket and it's in my email by UVS Games. And he's like, really? I'm like, no. I was like, no, not at all, man. Sorry, no, I don't have it. But yeah, we'll I think so. Every Ban and Errata list will have one, and then anytime, if not for big news, every 2 weeks. So
yeah,
because we keep things fresh, and because if we do this every week, we're gonna run out of topics, and it's just gonna get really bad, and then it's just gonna be me and him playing games, and you guys don't want to watch that, You don't want to watch me Jedi mind trick Ryan into the ground. You don't want to see that. I'm like Ben Kenobi, man.
Turn 2 like 800 times, yeah.
Hey, man, I checked the 1/6 of my entire deck. Remember that? That was fun.
I remember that. I also remember beating you in 15 minutes at Worlds.
So. I know, that was great. I loved it. Yes. I loved it. I was like, dude, I totally. So like,
there's 2 sides every coin.
Oh, dude, yeah, dude. For every beating I've given you, I've gotten one back. I've gotten a beating back, so it's fine. It's perfect. This is why like we're friendly rivals, right? We're friends and rivals,
Yeah.
Someone who I think it was Will said that we're the Romeo and Juliet of UVS. It's like we're on separate separate houses, And I'm like, I was like, Ryan's Romeo, isn't he? And he's like, yep. Yeah, he is. I'm like, oh, come on, man. But yeah, But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let us know in the comments below who won all the arguments. It wasn't me, because we agreed a lot on a lot of it. So
that's okay.
Shout out in the comments below what you thought about it, like all the topics. Let us know, because I want to have that conversation with you guys, and I think this is a fun thing to do, and everyone loves Yap content. So and that's what we do. And then maybe we'll bring some guests on once we hit like our stride, because I know Justin Birch is
also, if you have any topics that you want us to talk about, post them in the comments.
Yes.
Too. So we'll take freebies from you guys.
Because I also know Justin Birch is mad because he's a professional debate teacher and he's not on the debate show. So he's very.
Oh, maybe that should be our Mike Wilmot.
What?
That would be that should be the guy who's the guy that interjects in part of my.
Oh,
thing.
the Tony.
Or the points card.
The Tony Reale.
That would be
Justin.
hilarious.
Oh my God, dude. We would break him. We would literally break his
yeah,
brain.
yeah.
We'd break his brain. Yes. Yes. I can't form a coherent thought most of the time, so it's whatever. But yeah. So okay. So we're gonna end it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit all those bells for notifications. Man, I got a giveaway for 400 subs because I know we hit 400 subs a while ago, but I'm waiting on it to show up. So patience, and then I have a giveaway for that. So it's gonna be awesome.
Cool.
So anywho, again, until the next time we see you, take care. We love you. Bye.